Hi, my name is Mary Schulte, and I'm applying to the clinical PsyD program. I have a master's degree in industrial organizational psychology that I received in 2000 from Missouri State University. I was a good graduate student. I got great grades. I really loved research, and I taught my second year of graduate school and really enjoyed that immensely. I've always been psychologically minded, and I've always been interested in the practice of psychology. I've always been interested in people and listening to their stories, and I'm a great problem solver. So psychology was just a natural fit for me. When my kids were teenagers, both of them struggled with different issues, one anxiety and depression, and the other with a learning disability. And I was trying to get them diagnosed, and I had a very difficult time finding assessment centers and finding someone who could help me. So, in both situations, I went to UMKC, the assessment center there, and found a psychologist to moonlight for me, helping me get my kids diagnosed. So, that experience led me to start thinking about other people in this situation who may not have the resources or knowledge that I had. So I hired someone to help me write a white paper about the state of mental health care assessment for kids in Kansas City. The results showed a fragmented industry with horrible wait times and disjointed care between childhood and adulthood. So once kids turned 18, it was very difficult for them to get seamless care. They had to kind of start over in a new system. So I immediately took the results of this white paper to Children's Mercy Hospital and handed it to them and said, here's an opportunity for a center of excellence at Children's Mercy. And if there's anything you want to do to move this forward, I would love to be involved. Well, fast forward 5 years, and I get a call from Children's Mercy, and they said, we are starting a behavioral health program. It's a new initiative, and we're wondering if we could sit down and talk to you about it. So I was so excited and so interested. My husband and I went down there, and we got a very, very detailed overview of the Illuminate program, which they launched last year. And we have been involved since the day they called us. My husband and I have funded 4 counselors being placed in pediatricians' offices in the Kansas City area. Since the program started, they have prevented 1 suicide, and 2 of the 4 counselors are already paying for themselves, so next year they'll be fully self-sufficient. We also work with the philanthropy department to travel to different groups, Kiwanis groups, women's groups, to talk about our own experience with our kids' behavioral health issues. And it's amazing the outpouring of support and friendship we receive, and people come up to us all the time and tell us their stories, and it's really opened a dialogue of psychological health within the community. I think I'd be an excellent candidate for the PsyD program, and I'd really like to have the opportunity to use the next chapter of my life to build a practice or work in a clinical setting and have an impact.